Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's fourth and final video. We're going to have a look at the weather. Less than 14 days for today's final video. Day 10 will take us to the 20th of August. And we'll be able to extend out beyond that with the GFS, ECM ensembles. Maybe on a couple of weeks. We'll have a look at the CFSB2 at the end of the video for the next 4 weeks. And that gets us into the early part of September. I shall get on that for you in a moment. Just say that first. The video release today was our 6 AM UK weather forecast. We've also released the weekend forecast and the ECMWF 42-dayer. Please check out all of today's videos and content. And thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. For GavsWeatherVids, thank you so much, everyone. Hope you're having a lovely Saturday. Now, while I was ill, I've had the lurgy for a couple of weeks. So while I was poorly, I had a couple of super thanks. And because I was trying to rattle through the videos and get them, out of the way quickly, I started coughing and whatnot. I haven't had a chance to shout out the super thankers. I want to do that on this video. So, first person, Graham Dolan. Thank you so much, Graham, for your super thanks. 9 days ago. I'm so sorry it's taken this long for you to get a shout out. But thank you so much, my friend. Incredibly kind, incredibly generous of you to do that, Graham. Thank you so much. And also, thank you to Callum as well, Callum Potter. Here we go. So Callum Potter, thank you so much, Callum. Buy yourself some comments. Thank you so much, my friend. Incredibly kind of both Callum and also Graham. Super thanks on those two videos. If you'd like to give a super thanks to GavsWeatherVids, it's it's all welcome, and we thank you so much. Super thanks, super chats, channel membership, donations to our PayPal page, etc. However you support GavsWeatherVids, it's incredibly kind and generous of you. So thank you so much to each and every one of you for your generosity and kindness, and particularly thank you to Callum and also to Graham for the donations. Thank you so much, both of us. Super thanks. Right, okay, let's crack on then. Let's start off in the subtropical Atlantic. So we have a new disturbance area. Here it is. This yellow extras here. That is disturbance 1. It's got a 30% chance of cyclone formation in the next 2 days, but an 80% chance cyclone formation in the next 7 days. It looks like that could well become our next tropical storm and or hurricane. We'll keep you posted. Central temperatures tick back up into the 18s. We're now sitting at 18.1. That's 2.3 degrees above 61 to 1990 average, and in provisional to yesterday to the 9th of August. That probably holds steady and then rises through the early part of next week. That could I think that might well get into the 19s by the middle of next week and maybe start coming back down again. These are the 500 millibar high tonic flow charts for Penn State University for the next week, 10 days. Got the ECMWF on the top, and the GFS, which we'll have a look at in a moment, is on the bottom. 500 millibars, 18,000 feet. There's an area in the atmosphere. High pressure and low pressure are being moved around by the jet stream running above. Blue extrapolates to low pressure, below average heights. Low pressure, yellow, orange, and red to above average heights, which is high pressure. As I say, these are for the 10-day time frame. So the ECM with low pressure running in to the north of the country and high pressure down to the south. A flat westerly zonal flow looks pretty Atlantic driven. Will bring the most unsettled weather into the north, and the driest weather will be in the south. Really, the pattern of the summer. The GFS is very similar, but with a bit of a difference. The high pressure is slightly further away to the south and the southwest, with low pressure perhaps a bit deeper to the north of the UK and Ireland. Perhaps a slightly stronger westerly flow. So out of the two, I would say the GFS is probably the rather cooler and rather more unsettled of the two. But both of them looking Atlantic driven and westerly based. These were GFS upgrade temperature and precipitation ensembles. The next couple of weeks were Burnley today, suggested location for its part of the video. The red line is a 30-year upper air temperature average for Burnley, starting up about average at the moment. Upper air temperatures will be lifting up as we go into the early part of next week. Our heat spike particularly down in the southeast, very brief, and then the upper air temperatures coming back down again. So into the second half next week, actually looking around to a little bit below average and keeping the upper air temperatures then around slightly below average as we go through the third week of August into the final week of the month. Again, upper air temperatures not deviating too far from long-term 30-year averages. At the moment, it doesn't look like we're going to have another heat spike after Sunday and Mondays, but never rule anything out. You know, something might creep up on us unexpectedly precipitation-wise. Quite a bit of dry weather to come this weekend. There is some rain associated with heat spikes, so might trigger some thunderstorms, particularly for the north. I don't think there'll be many further south, despite that being where the hottest temperatures are. So a very typical modern summer heat spike, if you like, with disappointing thundery breakdown in the south and southeast. And then after that, just looking rather showery, really, as we go through the remainder of August. A very wet spell could be opening up there around the 20th to the 23rd of August, something like that. Some rather big precipitation spikes, but you know, overall just looks mixed, really cooler and mixed once we get heat spike out of the way. Temperature anomalies, summer temp to the 18th of August, a bit above average in the south, near a normal further north, and precipitation anomalies, summer temp to the 18th of August, most places coming out drier than normal. Latest information from nullschool.net shows that high pressure beginning to build to our west and southwest on its way in, and that is what's going to eventually pull up those hot southerly southeasterly winds by Monday. Right, so let's start going through the chart data then. This is our latest UK Met Euro run. Looking at midnight on Tuesday, low pressure to the west, high pressure to the east, and we're drawing up this very warm, hot southerly flow. Takes a while for low pressure to push in from the Atlantic. By Wednesday to Thursday, though, we should all be starting to turn cooler and fresher, and then into the end of the week and the beginning of next weekend, looking rather mixed, really. A flat westerly flow, further showery conditions, especially in the north and the west. Icon, again, pushing a trough through the country around the middle part of next week, with the chance of some showery conditions coming in with it. Gradual cool down as well. Second half next week has high pressure south, low pressure to the north. Driest waters weather, therefore, it's in the south. The north is cooler and more showery, and that's how long as we get to the end of the Icon run. Gets to midday Saturday. Westerly winds, showers in the north, mostly dry in the south. All areas should be cooler, but still quite warm, probably down in the south and southeast. South KMA looks as well. So all much of a muchness through most of next week. High pressure to the south, low pressure to the north. Could be rather showery, and temperatures should gradually come down as well. Heading up toward day 10, again, we're pushing a low pressure through there. Westerly and a little bit mixed, so that takes us all the way to the end of the KMA run. We're flat as a pancake, low pressure north, high pressure and to the south, and winds remaining from a westerly direction, very zonal through the third week of August there. What about GFS midnight run? Again, we see that push a trough across the country on midnight on Tuesday. That will clear away the hottest of the air, but will linger in the southeast, I think, up to about Wednesday. Then this low pressure deepens, sweeps it all away Wednesday through to Thursday, turning cooler and showery through the second half of the coming week, with winds in from a westerly or northwesterly direction. And then moving on beyond that, well, high pressure trying to ridge into the south, but all staying rather westerly and zonal, really, as we move into the third week of August. There is, but remains of a tropical storm and or hurricane, by the way. That's probably disturbance 1, moving into the, that's what I looked at the start of the video, moving into the North Atlantic by or just after day 10. Beyond that, a ridge gradually meandering its way over the country through the extended period, so turning drier and quite warm as we head into the last week of the month. That's as far as we get to. with GFS today gets us to Monday, 26th of August, which of course is Bank Holiday Monday. Bank Holiday updates will begin at GavsWeatherVids on Monday, by the way. But it looks like we're reasonably dry there. A little bit on the cool side, though, bring the wind in, perhaps from a north or a northeasterly direction. GFS 6Z, again, it's much of a muchness for Tuesday, clearing away the hottest of the air to the east, but still staying very warm in my southeastern corner. Not really until Wednesday to Thursday, but we all turn significantly cooler, pushing in these westerly winds, showery conditions, particularly in the north and west. Cool and showery through the latter stages of the week, and then into the weekend period. Well, again, looking rather westerly, rather zonal, cool and showery. Again, notice there, this is Monday, 19th of August, notice there remains of a tropical storm and or hurricane into the North Atlantic. So that's below, but we see just here what the GFS 6 said. That actually runs it in. So by the 21st of August, we're getting the remains of that tropical storm and or hurricane, bringing what looks like a standard spell of wet and windy weather into the country. And then beyond that, we keep it a flat span gate. Westerly winds continue. Showers in the north, mostly dry and south, cool and showery up to the 26th of August, which again, I remind you, is Bank Holiday Monday. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe. Show everyone for doing that. Drop a comment. Let's know what you think about this and all of our videos and content. And don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Get them to subscribe too. And thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Okay, GM, again, with a trough of low pressure coming in from the Atlantic through the middle part of the week, gradually cooling things down and lowering temperatures. By Thursday, we've got high pressure south, low pressure to the north, winds in from a flat westerly direction, and we keep it rather showery and a bit on the cool side as we move up towards day 10. Winds in from the northwest, low pressure to the north, so all looking rather mixed and a bit cool and showery there. And then the ECMWF rounds it all off. Once more, we're seeing the hottest of the temperatures exiting away to the east on Tuesday, but still pretty warm in that southeastern corner through the middle part of the week. By Wednesday to Thursday, that's when we go flatter and westerly, bring cooler air in from the Atlantic, with showery conditions coming in with it. And then we're into a rather showery, cooler spell of weather as we move up toward day 10. Although out of the water not that, but I think the ECM probably has more influence from the Azores high up to day 10. So the south probably drier and warmer compared to the other model output there around days 8, 9 and 10. But north a little bit mixed and showery. And again, notice the remains of a tropical storm or hurricane into the North Atlantic there by day 10, 20th of August. Bit of a precipitation forecast based on the ECM run to Meteo.com. A lot of dry weather to come over the next few days. What rain there is on Monday could be thunderstorms, and mostly for the northern half of the country. Very little down in the south. And then for the second half of next week, we'll gradually a little bit more showery and turning a bit cooler as well. Some wet weather, even getting down into the south and southeast at times. But keep a lot of dry weather going, it has to be said, particularly in more southern regions. These are the options on the table within the ECM Ensemble today for day 10 from the Unsettled Metropolis. Gets us to the 20th of August. 19 members of the ECM Ensembles with low pressure to the east. Winds coming in from a rather cool northwesterly direction. We have got some high pressure down towards France. We've got 17 with low pressure to the north, high pressure to the south. That looks set westerly. And then we've got 15, including the operational run, a little bit more influence from high pressure to the south, low pressure a bit further away from the north. So, you know, it's westerly on all the options, just in case of how the trough to the north is interacting with the ridge to the south, how strong that Azores ridge is. And then in 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. Gets us to the 25th of August, 20 members of the ECM ensembles with quite a bit of low pressure dominating, so looking rather showery and mixed there. We've got 19 low pressure out to the west, high pressure is to the east. Winds will be coming up for a southerly direction of that. Could be very warm, possibly quite hot in the south. once again, bit of a turn up for the book. And they've got 19. It's low pressure way to the northwest, high pressure to the south-southeast, and winds are coming in westerly direction. That looks pretty zonal. I have to say, the third week of August is looking really quite zonal here. Where we go beyond that remains to be seen. Surface B2 finally, these are 500 millibar high times, breaking down into week periods. The first week period takes you from 10th to 16th of August. Next week with low pressure to the northwest, high pressure south-southeast, and winds coming in from the westerly direction. Dry to the south, most unsettled in the north. Week 2 will be the 17th to 23rd of August. Low pressure towards the northeast, high pressure to the southwest. And again, that could be rather showery and a little bit on the cool side. Week 3. I'm getting there, aren't I? Gradually getting there. It's a tracking ball to the Virgin balls. Week 3 has Mid-Atlantic Ridge. Perhaps some sort of a trough through here, which could be a little bit on the cool and showy side. And then finally, week 4, it's the 31st of August, 6th of September. High pressure takes over across Scandinavia. Winds go into the east or southeast, becoming drier and much warmer as we go through the first week of September, as always, or nearly always, there with the CFS, a dry and warm spell for early September. But we shall see. It's a long way off, and time will tell. Okay, we're done. If you've enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And show your word for doing that. Drop a comment. Let us know what you think about this and all of our videos and content. And don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Get them to subscribe too. We need to put on around 85 subscribers to get ourselves to 18.7k. So if you could give us a sub, tell your friends and family to subscribe, it'd be amazing. It'd be incredible. And we thank you so much for doing that. I'll just tell you what's happening on my channel tomorrow. Going to have a 6 AM UK weather forecast. The next update for autumn. Tomorrow, I think that's the penultimate update as well for autumn 2024. And all being well, voices are not back to normal, but it's a lot better, as I'm sure you've noticed. So all being well, we'll be live at 6 PM with your 10 to 14 day and also some long range. Have a bit of fun and some laughs on our Sunday live stream, hopefully tomorrow. So I shall see you for that one. But for this one and for today's videos, that's all for now. So much for watching, and bye for now.